So if truth be told, romantic type of love cannot 100% be replaced with other kinds of love. I mean, like friendship love, family, romantic love has its own place. However, when boo no dey, wetin you wan do? You have to accept your singlehood. You are not going to go and buy a partner. They don't sell them somewhere. I want to discuss today, for those who have been single for years, how do you deal with having been single for years? Number one, because of how society is, because of how some people are wired, or because some people are just mean and how they are, there'll be people who want to insult you because of your status. You are single, or you've been single for so long. So my number one advice is avoid subtle insulters, subtle shading from people who may come off as friends but are not actually friends, or people who may actually be coming at you because probably you are excelling in something else and they want to make you feel lesser, and they use that status to insult you, that, oh, you are not in this place, you're not married, or you're not XYZ, and is this what's important to you? Do not let anybody insult you. Mark your grounds, set your boundaries, and do not tolerate subtle insults. Of course, there'll be people who ask out of concern. Know how to handle such. I mean, apply what I'm saying within context. Number two, do not allow yourself to be treated by anyone like a problem that needs to be solved. Live as best as you can. Life has a lot to offer. Again, some people misunderstand those who have been single for so long, thinking they have just ruled it out or dislike the opposite sex, I mean whether male or female, and that's why they remain that way. But mostly that's not the case. A normal person wants companionship, So people who treat you like a problem that needs to be solved are those ones that are probably calling you every other month to ask about your status. Like, have you asked me if I'm able to pay my bills? How about that? Or you support me with that, Or some people will begin to suggest some really funny things to you in the name of trying to remove you from singlehood. Do not, just know what you are able to tolerate and who you are able to tolerate it from, because again, as I said, do not allow yourself to be treated as a problem that needs to be solved, and it starts with you first. Do not see yourself as a problem that needs to be solved. There are things that are just meant to happen in their own time. Number three, I've said this in other videos. In your single season, nurture your relationships, nurture other relationships you have in your life, your friendships, your relationship with family, good family, not toxic family. Nurture those relationships. If there's a potential for a friendship to bud somewhere, there is so much that could come out of life from really good friendships. So nurture other relationships in your life. Yes, romantic relationships cannot replace, romantic relationship has its own place. Others cannot replace it, rather, but still, do not now become an island or a recluse because that type of love you think you seek, you're not finding it yet, and so you throw away every other kind of relationship that you can have that can add to the fullness and joy you would have in your life. 4, don't be a bitter single person. Don't be an annoyed single person. Don't be that person carrying so much hurt and anger at maybe yourself, at people from the past. In some cases, for some people, anger at God even. Do not carry such bitterness in your heart. if you have dealt with being single for long. Remove that. Let joy be a part of you. If you watch my other video on things, other things you can do in your single season, I can't remember the title, it will be linked up somewhere. I also said live fully, and tell yourself however life goes, you will live as best as you can. You have a purpose as you exist. You have a lot you can achieve with your life. You have a lot of other lives you can impact as a person. So you don't have to carry such huge burden on yourself, like getting out of singlehood should not become your sole purpose in life. In that video I said, what if the cure to cancer is lodged in your mind, but you're not exploring it, and all you're thinking about is getting out of singlehood, however you want to put it. So do not be a bitter person. And number 5, try and make friends with people already in healthy relationships, in healthy marriage, couples you know are having a reasonably good union. Be close to them, make friends with them. It's kind of common that married folks make friends with married folks and single people want to just stick to single people. But I personally have a lot, or I would say I have a couple of married friends in healthy relationships, and you know, when you see such examples of what a good union can be like, it also tells you that what you seek is possible. Because I understand a lot of people in these times stay single for long periods because what they seek they haven't found, and because, like I say, also the dating pool is in the mud. So you have, when you're grounded in yourself, it makes you prefer to be by yourself until you find that person. I'm not saying anyone is perfect. You yourself as a person, you're not perfect, but at least till you see what looks valuable enough to you, what looks worth it enough for you to pursue. So in your single period of life, try and live fully. Try and remove bitterness from your heart, or carrying grudges or anger. You know, look towards good relationships as your example for what a good union can be like.